sponsored by EA. Hey everyone, it's AlluringSimmer here, and if you're new here, then welcome to Planet Allura, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. Today, we are working on a makeover of Penny Pizzazz for my upcoming Let's Play, Life with Pizzazz. Before we get into today's video, I just want to share that I'm part of the EA Creator Network, and you can use my code AlluringSimmer when purchasing Sims for DLC, or visit my website at AlluringSimmer.com/creator to see other eligible EA titles that you can use my code AlluringSimmer for when making purchases on the EA app. If you've used my code before, I appreciate you so much, as the support helps me out as a content creator. Some other ways you can support me are by subscribing to the Tulip tier on my Patreon or subscribing to my Twitch channel, but the best way to support me is simply by watching videos all the way through, liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Now, before we get into this upcoming Let's Play and this makeover, I just want to give a little update, as I haven't had a video go out for a little while now, and I wanted to just share why that is and like what are the future plans for this channel. So as some of you may or may not know, I've been more busy because I am back in school, so that is obviously one of my big priorities right now, alongside, you know, balancing that with work and with making content. It's obviously made my schedule a lot more full. However, I do still want to remain consistent with my YouTube channel, but I want to say that some changes will be made in terms of the content that will be going out. So the first thing that is going to be changing is I don't know yet if I will be doing the Winx Let's Play, and I know some people may or may not be upset about that. I feel like the series itself was almost the length of a Let's Play, making all of the fairies, making their partners, making rooms based off each of the Sims, starting, you know, the building that they were going to live in. I do feel like it was a lot to take on, especially considering the time that I have to like work on that is not as much as I had at the time. So for right now, it's on pause. It's not completely canceled. If anything, I'll probably wait until like maybe I have more time, maybe in December. I might bring it back and do it for the month, just like a fun little fairy Let's Play. I think that would be nice. But as of right now, it is on hiatus alongside the Soul Food Legacy Challenge. I think that one's going to be a bit more disappointing. The main reason is I feel like if I'm going to work on those Let's Plays, I want to be able to put my 100% in it, and I just truly do not have the time to, you know, work on those, edit those, and get those uploaded at a regular schedule. Now, in the comments down below, you guys can let me know if you guys want to see it at a more infrequent pace. So maybe like instead of one video per week, we could do every 2 weeks or one every 3 weeks, something like that for those specific Let's Plays. Then maybe that's something that might be more manageable if I have less, or if I have more time to work on it in between. But if you guys want it at a consistent every week basis, I don't think that's currently possible. So that's where I'm at right now with that content. Now, in terms of what I want to do with the channel now, as I said before, I'm working on a makeover of Penny Pizzazz because I want to do a Let's Play called Life with Pizzazz, where essentially we're going to be kind of focusing on her career as a content creator and working her way up in terms of like her level of fame. And I have some ideas for this Let's Play and ways that you all can get involved if you would like. So the first way that you can get involved with this Let's Play is simply by making a sim to be featured at some point in the world, maybe as a friend, as a co-worker, as like, you know, just someone involved in her life in some way. If you would like to make a sim to potentially be featured in this upcoming Let's Play, then you can use the hashtag Planet Allura. So from now on, I think I'm going to use that hashtag as a way to have you guys upload sims that you want to see featured in whatever Let's Play I'm working on at that time. I do have ones that are more specific for certain Let's Plays, but for like general Let's Plays like this, if you just want to make a sim that could be potentially in the world, as a co-worker, as a friend, as just like someone to add to our save, then you can use the hashtag Planet Allura when uploading them to the gallery, and maybe include like a little description of who they are and what their like backstory is. Now, as I said before, the plan for this Let's Play is to kind of work her way up in terms of fame, and when creating her outfits, her background that I'm going for with her, she's going to be half Indian, half black, and we are going to be making her parents in an upcoming video show. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited to like make the rest of her family. I'm also going to add a sister for her as well. So I'm kind of creating the lore for her character since obviously she currently just lives on her own. And then in terms of romance, I don't have a specific plan for her yet, but if you guys didn't know, I just finished my Love Island Let's Play. If you guys want to watch it back, head over to the live tab and you can watch back the entire series. You can also head over to the playlist, just click Love Island LP, and you can check out all the parts there as well. And I kind of want this to build up to our next competition show, whatever that might be. I'm thinking now with the new pack, they've added something for like cooking competition, obviously the reality dating show, and more. And I was thinking it'd be fun to have this Let's Play kind of build up to the new pack release, Adventure Awaits. And then once that pack is out, we can have Penny either, you know, enter into one of these competitions, potentially host. I don't know exactly how it's going to work yet, but I think it'd be fun to have her get involved with that in some way. And I think it would make sense for her to be on a reality TV show as an influencer. Like that's something that a lot of influencers end up doing. And yeah, so that is kind of the plan for her and what I want to do with her. And it was really fun doing her makeover. I don't play with townies that often. I usually only play with townies if my sim that I create like ends up with them for whatever reason, or ends up becoming like friends with them. Then I might like, you know, give them a little makeover. You might see them more often, but other than that, I just tend to play with sims that I've made myself. So this is going to be a fun little change. I'm very excited to like kind of explore her storyline and play it out for myself, and I'm excited to take you guys along with me for that journey. Okay, so that is pretty much what's going on with Miss Penny here. I added a lot of like likes and dislikes and turn-ons and turn-offs. I really wanted to give her like a full personality. Some of the skills, or not skills, but things that she's interested in is like, you know, skiing. She's interested in like media production. I gave her specific like turn-ons and turn-offs to add stuff in terms of like her romance. And in her description, as I said before, it said that she's struggling with finding romance because of her career. So part of this Let's Play, I also want to try and see if we can help her find love. So I think it would be fun if we get the pop-up to do like the 7 first dates. We might do that since it's supposed to be like your sim going on a reality show. You get to go on 7 dates, and if you do it successfully, then you get like some sort of prize. So I think that would be fun. And then I also think it would be nice to maybe use like Cupid's Corner and like just different ways to help her find love, and then see how that goes. Now, I don't usually ask this, but if you guys have suggestions for mods or custom content that you think would be helpful for this kind of Let's Play. As I said before, she's going to be an influencer, maybe eventually a celebrity. She's trying to find love, and anything that involves that in terms of like gameplay mods, in terms of outfits and stuff that you think would be cute for her. So like custom content creators you like, or like build and buy things that we could use for her apartment. Please sound off in the comments down below because I need ideas. I'm going to be downloading a bunch of CC. I want to curate a specific style for her in terms of like the way that she decorates her apartment. I'm gonna have her stay in the apartment that she currently lives in, but we're gonna be doing a big revamp of it. Like we're gonna completely redo it within a budget, because part of this is also just, you know, seeing how she grows. So I don't want to give her a bunch of money to start out and just have her already be like well off. Like I kind of want her to be wherever she's at and use the funds that she has in order to like redo her apartment. Now, as I said before, if we do the 7 first dates, I think it'd be fun if she does end up winning, like having her use that prize money to like either revamp her apartment or move to a different one. I think it'd be fun to try and get her from her current apartment, which is like a small like studio apartment, to like one of the penthouses in San Myshuno, or maybe eventually moving to Del Sol Valley, since that's like the LA of The Sims 4, and maybe starting her like more celebrity type of career over there. there. Now, as I said before, she's going to be like an influencer, so I think it would be fun if you guys had specific ideas of what type of things she should do in order to gain her following. I think for sure I want to do like modeling, so maybe like her taking her pictures and posting those on Simstagram to gain followers. We could have her write like a book at some point. We could obviously have her be in the social media career, like making YouTube videos and stuff like that. I think my plan, and this was also the suggestion of my sister, is that I might actually take her out of the social media career, but still have her continue doing social media. So using like the video making station, like making YouTube videos and stuff like that. I think that would be fun to do instead of just having her in the career where she just gets like either sent away or we get to do some like work from home task and we have a little less control in what we're able to do. And as we continue with this makeover, I just want to say one thing that was really important for me when making the sim was making sure that I incorporated her culture into her outfits that I gave her. So for her party and formal wear looks, I have more cultural outfits. And I think especially with her living in San Myshuno, I want to make sure like the lifestyle she has also represents her culture as well, with like the food that she eats, the places that she goes, the, you know, types of events that she may have. I want to make sure that's represented and include that also when I make her parents and the rest of her family, having that be represented in where they live as well. So I hope that you guys are excited for this new Let's Play. I'm very excited to start it. I think it'll be easy to maintain this Let's Play while doing, you know, school and having work, and it'll be easier for me to balance it because the Winx Let's Play as well as the Soul Food Legacy one is a lot more involved in terms of playing it out and the things I need to do and following challenge rules and stuff like that. So I think this is what's best for me right now, and I hope that that's okay with you all. I do want to say that I appreciate all the love and support that I've received for both of those series, and if in the future I have time, I will bring them back, or if like I want to do it on a less frequent basis, I might do it that way as well. So if you do see it come back again, just know that that's the reason why. If I'm able to find a way to balance it out with all my other responsibilities, then I will. But for right now, we are starting the Life with Pizzazz series, and this is the first part. Soon you'll see a video where I make the rest of the family members, and then we'll be doing an apartment makeover before we get into the gameplay part of this series. I think I'll try my best to post this on a weekly basis, so you'll get a new part for this series every week. That's the goal, and hopefully I can put it out every single Tuesday, and I'll let you guys know in the community posts if anything changes with that. So that is the major update, of course, when it comes to Let's Plays that I've been doing on my channel. So that way you guys know what to expect when it comes to that. I do want to continue my like classroom school related builds because that's been really fun. If you haven't seen them already, I've done a kindergarten classroom, an elementary school classroom, a music classroom, and a daycare. And if you guys have other suggestions of specific types of classrooms you would like to see, or a grade level classroom that you'd like to see, then let me know in the comments down below, and I will work on that for an upcoming video. I think what would be really fun with that is by the end of it, if I have like almost every single classroom you would have, putting it together and creating a school for like the final build. So again, if you have specific classrooms or school related builds that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments down below, and you may see it in a future speed build. As for other kinds of content, as I said before, we're going to be doing more Create a Sims as we prepare for this upcoming Let's Play. I also will just be doing, you know, Create a Sims like how I've been doing before, based on like maybe cartoon characters again, or just based off specific themes that fit the current season. And maybe we could do some like Halloween themed Create a Sims, so like obviously more closer to October, but maybe making Sims with like different costumes and stuff like that would be really fun. So again, if you have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see, let me know in the comments down below. You can also join the Discord by checking out the link in the description, and you can leave suggestions there as well. One thing that I feel like I should mention when I was doing this makeover for Penny is I tried my best to give her multiple outfits per category, so I don't think there's any category where I only have one outfit, and my goal is that throughout the Let's Play to continuously change out her looks, maybe have her go shopping and have her buy new looks. That would be fun. Or even if we don't actually take her shopping, just, you know, kind of giving that feel that she's constantly updating her wardrobe. So this is where she's starting out, but this may not be her like final wardrobe. And if there's a way that I can figure out to maybe like save her outfits, I think one way to do that is maybe using like the Trendy app. I've never thought about this until now, but like maybe, you know, submitting her looks as like custom outfits and then having her save those, you know, by keeping them in her inventory. That way she can like change out her outfits whenever she wants. But honestly, if you've been feeling, I don't know, maybe not a lot of inspiration when it comes to making Sims, I think this is definitely a good suggestion to come up with some sort of theme of what style you want to go for your Sim, and then make multiple outfits for every single category for like different moments or different things that they be doing. So for example, with her everyday, I was coming up with like a little storyline of like where she would wear each type of look. So like one look is more for like casually, you know, going out somewhere, like maybe for coffee or something like that. And then I had an everyday look that was more dressed up, so she could wear it if, you know, she was going maybe not necessarily to an event, but maybe going on a date or something like that. And then I had a few looks. I had two looks where I kind of dressed it up. So I had one where she's wearing like these flared pants that she'd probably wear around the house with like her cozy slippers. And then I made an updated version where I kept the same top, changed her pants to a skirt, added a little bag, and now she can wear it out as well. So it's been really fun, like kind of making it more of a curated wardrobe as opposed to just putting like, you know, a bunch of outfits on her. I mean, there's still a lot of outfits that are very different, but it was fun kind of doing that like day to night type of look and keeping similar elements in both outfits. When it came to her formal wear, I wanted to create one look that was specific to like her culture. I wanted to create an outfit that would be good for like the red carpet, and then one that would be good for like just a general like business event or something like that, or maybe a meeting or an interview. For her athletic, I wanted to do like Pilates princess, yoga vibes, as well as like something that she would wear if she was doing more like strength training. For her sleepwear, we have more like cute and casual, and then one that's more like just like, you know, maybe prepping for an event the next day, the one where she has like her rollers in the hair. And now at party wear, I kind of did a similar thing where I wanted to do an outfit that she'd wear out to the club. I made like two outfits like that, like for nightlife type of vibe. I made an outfit that's like more cultural as well, and then I also made an outfit that's just like she could wear to any sort of party that she attends, birthday party, or if she's throwing a party or special event, she can wear that look. And I think what's inspired me to like make more outfits per category is, one, I think it makes me more invested in the sim and makes it more fun when I start the gameplay if I've spent time like curating their looks, because the more time I put into the sim and the more time I put into like their environment, the sims that they interact with, the more that I want to play it, because I've already spent, you know, that time, and it just feels more worth it for me. I feel like when I spend less time on a sim and I only give them like one outfit per category, and I don't really spend a lot of time on decorating their apartment, I tend to get bored of those quite quickly. I really need like the backstory or the storyline or just an intention for the sim in order for it to be more entertaining for me. Hopefully that makes sense. I'd love to hear how you guys play the Sims. Do you play with more of an intention? Do you just open at the game and start a save and quickly make a sim and get into it? Do you spend a lot of time on the sim before starting? Do you like to build a specific place? Do you download something from the gallery? Like, how do you guys play the Sims? I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on that and kind of see like, you know, the different ways that we go about playing this game. I think something else that was really fun, obviously this requires you playing on a PC or Mac and being able to download custom content, but going into this Let's Play, I wanted to have something that suited her in terms of like the CAS background, as well as just like the general vibe of the aesthetic UI parts of the game as well. So I took the time to download like a new standstill pose. I downloaded this like influencer cast background because I feel like it fits the aesthetic that I'm going to be going for with her sim and with her apartment. I also added this new UI mod that makes it so that their faces are angled at the bottom, which I think is nice as opposed to just like faced forward. And I got a new loading screen for the season. So I feel like all of those things just help me feel more immersed, I guess, in the game. And that's just like a little recommendation or tip if you're finding yourself either burnt out with the game, or like maybe you're not sure how to get inspired again, or you don't know what to do. Like, just make it fun by adding those like little details that, I don't know, make you just feel the immersion. Like getting a CAS background that fits the specific aesthetic of the sim that you're going to play with, getting a loading screen that either fits that aesthetic as well, or fits like the current season, or fits like your specific style. And that can help you get back into the game if you're feeling a little burnt out. And now that we're getting close to the end of this makeover, I want to just say, like, making all of these new looks and getting to use a lot of the custom content I recently downloaded was so much fun. I think this is also a great way to kind of weed out custom content, because it gives you an overview of what you have by like creating these outfits, and then you can decide what things you want to keep, what things you don't necessarily want to keep in your game. It can also be a way for you to find, either in-game items or CC items that maybe you don't always pay attention to or use as often, and finding ways to incorporate them into your looks. And honestly, I just think it's very funny, like, coming from me to be this into Creator Sim, because I started off with obviously mainly gameplay, and then I really got into building for like a long period of time, and I was only building all the time. And recently, I don't know what it is, I think it's since getting the standstill mod and just like, I don't know, getting into doing poses and stuff like that and taking screenshots, I have just been so into like making new outfits for my sims, and I'm just in Creator Sim literally all the time. I used to do it anyway, like anytime I made a household, I'd be in Creator Sim like adding new outfits. Like recently I could spend like hours in Creator Sim and like not even touch the gameplay and be fine and be satisfied. So I don't know what that's about but just know that I've been having a lot of fun making sims, making new outfits, and I hope to be able to continue to do that in my videos. Now, as we get to the end of this Creator Sim, I want to say that I appreciate you all so much for the support. I'm pretty sure I have spoken to you since hitting my like subscriber goal, maybe on live. I don't know if I've spoken to y'all in a YouTube video for a while, but I wanted to say thank you so much for helping me surpass the goal of 800 subscribers. We're also almost at 2,000 watch hours, so I appreciate all of you who've been supporting the content, watching videos all the way through, liking, commenting. That's the best way to push these videos out in the algorithm and get new viewers as well. So thank you so much for the support. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, comment down below what your favorite look is and what you're looking forward to most for this new Let's Play. Let me know your thoughts on any of the updates that I've shared in terms of content, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone.